Welcome to K-pop. Play the intro.
Welcome to K-pop.
Okay, look at our shirts.
Aren't they so great?
Aren't they so great?
They're actually really comfy. I put it on and I was like, yeah.
But yeah, a Jimingly Shop. No spawn, like non-spawn, but like,
please.
I love her.
Support her.
She seems like a really sweet
She's
lady.
an Etsy shop.
Her name's Steph, and like she's really talented.
And she gave us a sticker.
And she gave us a photo card as well. Ugh.
Look how talented.
Good enough. But yes,
Look how
it's
talented.
beautiful. It's like, girl. Bring out more shirts. I request like a pastel purple version. So Steph, I don't know you, but like, girl. But anyway, go check out our shop. It's really good.
Also,
So good.
Also not sponsored, but I wanted to give her a shout out. She goes by Jinx. Go on Twitter. I will link it below.
Yes.
But she makes these cute little B21 keychains. Look at it. It's sparkly.
And it has this little name over, well, a little K over there. But yes.
He's so cute.
So that's our ads for today.
Yeah.
Like
it's not sponsored. They're just independent artists starting out, and I would like to show them support since we are also starting out. So we can all help
we'll all support each other. But
Yeah.
yes, I just wanted to mention that because we are wearing them and we are, yes.
Yes.
So
and
good.
if you like BTS,
You'll love
you will like
this.
their things that they sell.
Yes.
We will link all of it below. Yes. Okay. But today we have a very fun BTS theme video.
It'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. It'll be an experiment.
Yeah, I do want to make it a series though because I think it's we really like, okay, so astrology.
We love astrology.
We do. We are by no means astrologists in any way.
No, not at all.
But we think it's real fun to talk about.
Like last year we did our birth charts, so I guess we should explain a bit about what astrology is in case people don't know. So everyone thinks of astrology as just being like your sun sign. So I am a Taurus.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah. But you have more than one sign, and they're all very personalized to each person. So we actually did our charts last year, and we were shook at how accurate they were, like down to the tiny details.
It's weird. And it also goes into like your past a little bit, and it's like I don't know how that works, but
it did.
Like we don't wholeheartedly believe, but there's some.
I mean, it used to be considered an actual science. I don't know why it's not.
There are some scary similarities. I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just thought it would be a fun idea to kind of look at K-pop groups and look at their like birth charts and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. We'll probably make some mistakes because, like I said, we're not professionals. We've only been into it for like a year. And yeah, so we're gonna go over BTS's sun sign, their moon sign, and then their ascendant or rising sign. Now, to be fair, the just a disclaimer, the ascendant signs, these are just rumors. They don't have, because you need your time of birth.
Which we shouldn't know that, honestly. We should not know the time that they were born.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That'd be a little weird, but
so
these were rumors, so take them with a grain of salt.
But the other ones are official ones. So
yeah, and we'll also see if our biases kind of line
up with ours. So I know some of these, but you know a little bit more than I do now.
So your sun sign, I guess we can start with that. Your sun sign is kind of like your general personality. So for example, I am a Taurus. Tauruses are known to be stubborn.
She is.
I am very stubborn. Half of my chart is Taurus. So yeah.
But then going to me, almost all of my chart is Capricorn.
Yeah.
So,
but then
take that.
But also, Tauruses and Capricorns get along really well, and we're like best friends. So. Hey. Yeah, and then your moon sign is kind of like more of your inner self. So kind of the side you don't show to many people. So for example, I have a Cancer moon, so I get emotional, but I don't like to show people. So I'll keep that in, but I'll feel things very deeply. And then what's your moon sign?
What's it?
Yours is Taurus, right?
Yeah, mine was Taurus.
Yeah. Do you very much remember like
I am pretty stubborn when I think I'm right, which I always think I'm right.
Yeah, which is a Capricorn thing.
Anyway.
And then your ascendant sign or your rising sign is kind of the mask that you put on to everyone else. So
Mine's Capricorn.
she doesn't.
I don't hide.
No, mine is Virgo though, and I think it's funny.
It's so true.
Because like if I go for job interviews and things, I will always try to look super put together and super organized.
But she is not. She is the.
No, like funny. So we used to work on a student activities board together, and we were both chairs of different committees on there in college, and my preparation was so different from her preparation.
Me, honestly,
it was pure chaos, but it all worked out.
It worked out. Like
I won event of the year, so it worked. And you marketed it. So.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have
marketing.
events. I just market them.
Yeah,
But yeah. So
it works. So that's
about us.
Yeah.
So now
we'll get
going
into
BTS.
Yeah, we'll start with the leader, RM. You know his sun sign, right?
Yep, Virgo.
Yeah, that's about as Virgo as you get. So Virgos are known for like organization, and they like to make lists and be organized, and they're just thinkers. Like they're always deep in thought. So like the smart kids in school.
Yeah,
And
which is literally him.
it's him.
2 플러스 3 플러스 4는 9 5 플러스 6 플러스 7 플러스 8은 26 6 플러스
So he's the definition of a Virgo.
Basically.
Also, his moon though is a Sagittarius.
Oh.
So yeah,
actually makes sense.
Sagittarius is a fire sign,
불타오르네.
and he spits fire.
He does.
He's fiery. He looks like fire. Like,
But yeah, it kind of makes sense because like you can kind of see like his like professional side, but then he gets on stage and like just kind of goes off, and I think that's his outlet for his fiery side.
yeah,
Which is really cool.
I do like it. And also Sagittariuses are supposed to be very lucky humans, and BTS has had a lot of luck over their
They do.
career, so.
And also, isn't Jin's a Sagittarius? So they get along really well too, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because they're similar.
In the room, this one I think is true. I think it's true, okay? Okay.
I'm scared. What?
So his ascendant sign,
What?
do you have a guess?
No.
Scorpio.
Ooh!
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Scorpios, they kind of get a bad
They
rep
do,
a
but like,
bit.
they're chill.
They're chill.
People don't trust them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
They have a reputation in the astrology community, but they're also known to be like sexy people.
Yeah, and,
and
like-
he's kind of a sexy person.
yeah, they're like good at the romance and so and like the flirting, so it makes sense.
And he's a bit of a flirt. So yeah, so that fits him.
Yeah.
And I think that also fits you.
It fits-
That's her bias.
Ugh, it makes all
All
more
of
sense
the
now.
sense. Okay, now on to Jin. So we already said he was a Sagittarius, and you can tell because he's fiery.
A little bit. He's like a subtle fire though.
Really?
I guess the sass. The sass.
Do you know what his moon sign is?
No.
Aries. My dad is an Aries, okay? And he is just pure fire energy. Aries are like, they're...
So he's double fired.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what I was saying. I think he's the most fiery member in all of BTS.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah, but so Aries are kind of known to be a bit more short-tempered. Like they'll go hard, they'll go fast, and then they'll like burn out very
Yeah.
quickly.
But they do have a lot of energy and like, what is it, like, kind of like stamina and like what they do. So
Yeah.
like they're just constantly going and going, which is a really good thing. And like, especially in his world, because like K-pop is
You need that.
going, so he needs all the energy he can get and all the kind of.
But also something that I don't understand about Aries is that they don't hold grudges. And as a Taurus, that is so foreign to
Yeah.
me because I will hold grudges forever. It's so bad for you, but
But
like,
yeah, I guess they just go off and they're like,
and
they just
they
forget.
cool down.
Yeah.
That's something that like I really admire because they can
I
get
do
really
admire that,
because they
too.
can get really heated, but then forget about it like 10 minutes later. I'm like,
I don't
can't
understand.
relate.
Can't relate.
Do you have a guess for his ascendant sign?
Oh, Virgin, ascendant. I have I honestly don't know. He is like an enigma to me. He like his personality just I love him and I think he's hilarious and like a good time, but just his personality kind of confuses me.
So I think this is why you were confused about his other signs, is because he is a softer ascendant. It's Pisces.
Aww. Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, because he is like an old man.
Yeah.
And he gets along well with Suga and
yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah, because Pisces are kind of like old
They're just
souls.
chill.
Yeah. They're also creative and deep. And I feel like in a lot of Jin's music, that's where it comes from.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I like it.
And I just it brings out his like old fisherman soul. Like that's what all I see is just he's like just a little fisherman.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought it fits.
That's really cute.
Okay, now for Suga. Suga's a Pisces.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly.
The definition of a Pisces, he has very deep emotional lyrics that he writes. Again, a deep thinker, and that's also kind of a trait of a Pisces. But also just like a very chill human. They're always just vibing a little bit, go with the flow kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also, this makes sense for Suga. Do you know what his moon sign is?
Is it a fire sign?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
It's Virgo moon.
It makes sense, but I did not expect that.
Yeah, because I see that as like his producer side. Because you like, again, I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. I'm actually a Taurus Gemini cusp. Like as far on the cusp, I think the most Taurus thing I ever did was be born at the very last minutes of Taurus season. But I have a lot of Gemini traits as well. And the Gemini side of me is always like insane. So Virgos are like an enigma to me. How you can like
Virgo though. How
you can like sit and just work on something. Like I can't fathom it, but for Suga it makes sense. Pisces and Virgo, those are two things that my mind can't comprehend them, but I appreciate them because if the world was just filled with people like me, we'd be a mess.
I mean, we are a mess, but
more so. Okay, his ascendant.
I have no idea.
Aries.
What?
Yeah!
불타오르네.
Okay, that
makes so much sense.
It does make sense.
It makes so much
sense. There's so many Aries coming up. Like we have another Aries.
When that's the face he puts on stage. Yeah. All the time.
And like
sometimes
energy during like interviews, you kind of see it too. Like
his little savage comments.
Yeah.
지망으로 지내요. 미지망으로 지민이 뽑는 게 중요한 거. 왜 뽑은 줄 알아? 이야기해 여기서?
얘기해 주세요.
옆에 지금 좀 돋볼 건데.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
That's why he's so good at diss rapping.
Yes.
Yeah. But I would imagine in like your day-to-day life that wouldn't be something that is seen at all on him.
But yeah,
it's mostly just when he's
very
out
specific
in
times.
public. Yeah. So makes sense. Now JHOPE.
Okay.
You know JHOPE sign?
Aquarius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aquarius is
a little funky.
They're kind of weird, but they're like a cool weird.
Yeah, it's like off the beaten track.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we're fun astrology fact, we're heading into the age of Aquarius. Ooh. Yeah, there's like cycles that we go through in the zodiac, and so the whole world might get a little funky and creative here.
Well, maybe it's a good
Maybe it's a good thing. It's a good kind of funky.
If it's anything like J-Hope's raps.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
The whole world will just start playing J-Hope's mixtape to usher in the age of Aquarius.
I'm here for it.
Yes. So yeah, I think that fits him perfectly.
It makes all the sense.
It's the most sense because to me Aquariuses, I don't understand them.
Same, but I admire them.
But I understand J-Hope being an Aquarius. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. And it comes out in like his rap style and everything. But you'll have no idea what his moon sign is. Do you have a guess?
I don't know.
Guess.
Like what? I can't even. Maybe it's something more like grounded. Is it something more grounded or is it more funky?
It's Taurus. It's grounded.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping.
But I wouldn't have thought that.
No.
But he doesn't really show it off.
But yeah, because it's a moon sign, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, but usually you can kind of tell a little bit.
I can see it. I can see it when he does like choreography and when he's like going over the dances with the other members.
Yeah.
That's where it comes out, I think.
Yeah, but just for his everyday life, he kind of keeps it in his ascendant. Take a guess.
I don't know.
Aries.
Really? Okay.
There's so much Aries in this group.
Okay, and then I believe this one because, like I mentioned, with the choreography, he goes off. And also, when people mess up in the group, he calls them out.
He does.
Unapologetically.
But then he'll go back to being like just super chill.
So when you see those videos pop up where it's like, JHOPE is scary when he like does like,
it's cause
in a teacher mode.
It's because Aries are scary people. Sorry, Dad, but they're scary.
I love you, Aries. I don't care.
I love my dad, but he's an Aries.
We love Aries.
I try to. They really conflict with my chart.
Like you would think it would conflict with Capricorn, but I actually have some Aries friends that I really appreciate.
Well, see, on the zodiac, Aries is right next to Taurus, and I think we kind of clash because our energies are so different.
I think what I admire most is just their energy and they just constantly doing things. And as a Capricorn, we love work, but sometimes we do get a little overwhelmed. So I guess we would like that stamina.
Yeah, Tauruses are just lazy. I'm pretty lazy. I try not to be. Okay, on to my bias. Jimin. Jimin's a Libra.
Yeah, he is.
Libras are sassy people. Yeah, I think that's...
And
flirty. I realized... See, I thought that I wasn't really attracted to Libras, so it surprised me when I was attracted to Jimin and I learned his sign. But then I went through a lot of my other biases, and then there's a lot of Libras on there, and I was like...
You like a good flirt, though.
I do. I'm a sucker for boys who can flirt well. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Dream collaborator.
You perfect. Love you.
그리고 뭐 하고 싶은 콜라보레이터가 있나요?
I am.
Shut up.
Yes.
Okay. 그리고
Yeah, and they're also balanced, though.
They are balanced. The scales, that's their sign.
And it makes sense, because he is, like, probably the most, like...
He's a good mediator in the group.
So, like, if anything happens, he's always the one there comforting people and being there
trying
to
get
support
people,
them.
Yeah, trying to get them to, like, work it out. So it's really good when you have this much fire in a group.
Apparently, I didn't know there was this much fire.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it helps to have someone who is a Libra to help with that. Yeah, cool. So I thought that was very fitting.
Yes.
Guess what his moon is?
Is it fire?
No.
Okay, good.
I like his moon sign.
Is it Taurus?
It's Gemini.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I know, but it makes sense because he does have a duality on stage. So Gemini is symbolized by the twins. So they get a bad reputation for being like two-faced. No, really, they just have they do have two sides to their personalities. And like I said, I'm a Gemini cusp, but I also have a Venus in Gemini. And I just can't.
Which is rough.
I can't make up my mind. But yeah, it's but he really does have that kind of dual personality on stage. So he can be really cute, or he can be like really powerful, or he can be like really sexy, or he can be just anything.
All of the above at the same time.
Everything at once. And he just embodies that so well.
Yeah.
So
I see it.
Weird,
but I see it.
And then his ascendant.
I don't know. Is it gonna go fire again? I can't handle this much fire.
Jimin's not really fiery though.
I know. That's why I'm scared. But maybe it's something stable. Or is it a water sign? I'm scared. I don't know.
It's a water sign.
Is it? Is he Pisces?
No, he's Cancer.
Cancer. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
And I have a Cancer moon.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, because I can see how he's on the more emotional.
He is.
Or at least more in tone, like in tune with his emotions.
Yeah, but he's also more willing to show his emotions to other people. Whereas, like, someone like Suga is more hesitant to show their emotions publicly. Jimin has always been one that, like, he's not afraid to cry.
We love a good man who's not afraid to cry.
Yeah. hits me right in the feels too. I'll cry right along with them. Now V.
Next. Yeah. I know this.
So V is a Capricorn.
Hee hee. Hee hee.
That's why you like him so much. He also has an Aries moon.
Yes. And I think that's why I also really, really like him as a person, because I have a friend who is an Aries and a Capricorn moon. So it's kind of like the opposite of that. So it balances it out so well. So they're like really driven, but they also like are like stable and like are an earth sign. So it kind of brings them down a little bit.
And see, like, I love V. I think he's so hilarious and I think his voice is so beautiful. But there was always something like propelling me away from him being my bias, and I think it's the Aries moon.
I don't understand.
I am like, there's like always like a little boundary between me and Aries energy where it's like, don't mix.
Can't relate.
Yeah, but do you know what his ascendant would be?
I honestly don't know.
It's more fire.
More fire? More fire? Is it another Aries? Or
No,
is it
no.
a different fire?
It's a different fire.
Why did I lose all of the fire signs? Sagittarius?
Yeah.
싹 다 불태워라. 봐봐봐.
Okay, I did know this and I just remembered it. So
Yeah, Sagittarius, which again, it's a lucky sign. They're kind of like a happy-go-lucky kind of sign too.
Which makes sense with him.
Yeah, and like they like travel more so than others, and they're always like willing to change things up. Okay, another personal story. So my mom's a Sagittarius, right?
Yeah.
And she gets so mad at me or just mad at our whole family because I'm a Taurus, my sister's a Cancer, my dad has a Taurus moon. So like we're all very like grounded and we're very hesitant to change. Whereas
And
my
very
mom's
stubborn about it as
very
well.
stubborn about it. So whenever she tries to redecorate our house, we're always like, you can't take that away. That's been with me since I was 5. Like, no. And
It's just like a
literally
little like drawing that they did in like 2nd grade.
or just like a kitchen decoration.
Or like an ornament that's like half broken.
We don't talk about those.
She loves Christmas.
I have like 6 half broken ornaments on my Christmas tree. I can't throw them away because memories. Okay.
Wow.
On to Jungkook.
Well, actually, back to V a little bit because
okay.
like their relationship with him and Jin. Remember that? Okay, so they did like have that like
A little
fighting
argument.
time, but they were also very close. But it's because like the Sagittarius kind of.
Yeah, but
Combined
also
as well,
they
and
both have the Aries in their
Aries,
chart too.
yeah.
So they'll fight it out and then they cool down and they're good. Like 5 minutes later.
But he's also Capricorn, so it takes him a little bit
longer than
to
Jim.
cool down.
But
And it makes sense.
yeah, it does make sense. And he's got Jimin right there to help usher them along.
But yeah, I just wanted to put that in there because I did think that matches up so well with their astrology. It's kind of weird
Yeah.
that happened like that. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, now to Jungkook.
Yes.
Jungkook is a Virgo. Again, I think that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's again a deep thinker. He can be a bit more chill than the others. Like I think when he gets with the rest of them, he can kind of get a little crazy. But like you can even tell like his recent dedication to learning English too,
And just music.
music in general. Like his passion to learn like how to create more music.
And just he's always
and
doing
improving.
covers as well. So he's like just constantly just like immersing himself in the things he loves.
And that is a very Virgo thing to do. Whereas I would be so distracted. Like I have so many passions, but I need to constantly be jumping from thing to thing to stay
I'm similar with that
entertained.
too.
So for me to be, or like I'll be completely consumed by one thing for like a week, and then I'll be on to the next thing a bit later.
He's pretty solid on
Where
what
he can
loves.
just stay. And I really admire that, and I'm a little bit jealous. So
We're all jealous of Jungkook.
Yeah.
To be honest.
his moon sign.
Is there more fire?
Yes.
No. Sagittarius?
Leo. And it makes sense because he's the perfect center in
Yeah.
K-pop. Yeah, so Leos, it's kind of like a stereotype that they love attention, and
Which is not a bad thing.
it's not a bad thing.
They're just automatically the center. It's not like they necessarily want it all the time. It's just that they're just the type of people who people just
Are
look at.
drawn to.
They're
So
just
like
drawn to them.
another example of a Leo in K-pop is Mingi from ATEEZ.
Yeah.
It's like they just draw attention. Like they do a lot of things to get attention, but like
Which could be a negative, but like Sometimes,
But like a lot of the time it's unintentional.
Yeah.
It's just who they are. And I think that kind of shows a bit more subtly with Jungkook because
Yeah.
but he does when he's in the center, you know he's supposed to be in the center.
Mhm.
And he owns the
agree.
center position and I love him.
yeah.
He's so good. Do you know what his ascendant would be? I had no idea.
I honestly
I did
don't
not guess
know.
this one.
It would throw me off if it's a water sign. That would throw me.
It's a Libra.
Libra.
They're an air sign, right?
Believes.
Yeah, I think they're an air sign. I don't know too many Libras, but yeah. So you also have someone
Who's
who's
balanced?
also balanced.
He is pretty balanced.
He is balanced. And I feel like if you looked at him, you would think he'd be more of a mediator than Jimin.
A little bit.
Yeah. Like Jim is more like you look at him and you see more of like an emotional person, and you
Yeah, I
think
see
Jungkook would be
him-
more level-headed.
Yeah, okay, so I see him as the logical support and Jimin's the emotional support.
Yeah.
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 I see that.
So
So like if you need to go talk it out and have someone kind of give you advice in a way, I would go more towards like Jungkook. But then
I just needed a hug.
if I just need to go cry and someone to like hug me and tell me it's gonna be okay, I would go Jimin.
Yeah, yeah. And again, my Cancer moon just needs a
some
good cry.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a time. This was an experiment.
So it's an experiment. Sorry if you hate astrology, but we really like it.
We like it, and I would encourage you guys to do your birth chart. You can do one for free. Cafe Astrology is what we used, and it's very detailed. So if you know the day you were born, the place you were born, and the time you were born,
You don't have to know the
You don't have
time,
time.
but it'll help.
it'll get you more information. It'll send you down a huge rabbit hole where you can just learn all kinds of things about yourself
That you never knew.
That you never knew.
And some that you did know.
Some
you
that
just
you
didn't want to. Just didn't want people.
When you first called her out,
It called me out.
It-
It told me all my flaws.
yeah, it's a good time, and yeah, we'll probably do some other groups too.
We do have a girl group coming
A girl
up with this.
Yes.
so.
Okay, but I do want to talk about Hoshi for a second. I know he's not a part of BTS. That boy,
Straight
100% Gemini.
That Twitter post killed me.
Someone was like, I like Hoshi from K-pop, and it was like someone who never knew K-pop, but they were like an astrologer, and they're
It's
like, there's like, I don't know how that boy was made it this far in life.
I love
But
it.
if you know anything about Geminis, you know.
you know.
I only have some Gemini in me, and I can't imagine anymore. It's just like a recipe for
But he's a
disaster.
tiger, so he can do it.
Maybe that's why he sees himself so much as the tiger. It's because it's literally a dual personality.
I guess, yeah.
Okay,
But yeah, I do want to do a video on 17's
it's a lot.
astrology. It is
Yes.
a lot. It might have to be a two-parter, but I really want to know because I don't know much about theirs.
I do.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay, so if you like this video, like it. If you
If
want to
there's-
subscribe,
yeah,
do it.
Do it. Yeah, we're trying all kinds of new stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of random stuff coming. So
Tell us your signs.
Tell us your signs. I would love to know. Honestly.
I would love to know. It's always something I'm curious about, signs and blood types. Like,
I don't know my blood type personally.
I do.
But
A negative. Woo.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Bye.
이렇게
Fire.
And if it sounds like
Fire.
oh fire
Fire.